everybody, welcome to this video. My name is Iris, and in my videos I talk about self-love, relationships, and expanding our consciousness. And in today's video I'm talking about making decisions from a place of high emotion and uncertainty. So if you've ever been, let's say, in an argument with your partner and things are not going well and you're fighting, and then you get to that heightened level of emotion and you explode and you say, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm leaving, our relationship is over. You also know that after your emotions have calmed down and the dust has settled, you come back and go, well, I don't really want to leave this relationship, or let's talk it out, or on the other hand, you might sweep the issues underneath the rug and bury them and not deal with what's going on. So any decision made from high emotion and uncertainty and in the heat of the moment is never a good decision. All good decisions need to have balance and clarity. And I want to relate this specifically to relationships in this video, because oftentimes people get stuck in a situation in their relationship, and oftentimes it's because they're trying to figure out, do I want to be in this relationship? Do I want to leave this relationship? And they're at that crossroads and they're unsure of which way to go. And it's often in those heated moments of anger and frustration and not being heard and not being understood that we make those impulsive decisions and say, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here, I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving, only to not be certain and in your decision-making process that that's really what you want. Your heart and your head have to be aligned in order to make that decision and feel good about leaving that relationship if that's what you're choosing to do. Because if you're making a rash decision and you end up leaving, then there's all kinds of guilt and regret, and then you go back and forth into the relationship, out of the relationship, and there's a lot of confusion that happens in that pattern. And maybe you've experienced that cycle before. I know I've been in that cycle before. So here's how to make some space for yourself so that you can really get clear about what it is that you want to do. I think it's really important to take a step back. Sometimes it's helpful to get away for a few days just by yourself to think clearly. Other times it's really helpful to get away with your partner and just get away from your day to day. Sometimes our chaos and confusion happens because we're so contained with our day-to-day goings on that that's all the energy that we're absorbing. We're taking on everything that is always the same. We don't get a different perspective on things that are going on. So by either getting away by yourself to think, or getting away with your partner to think about what's really going on. What do we each want in the relationship? Is this relationship working for us? That is something really, really helpful to do. But what's most important is that you yourself know what it is that you want and what you need for yourself and in this relationship, and to be really honest with yourself and ask yourself, can this person give me what I need for where they're at in their life right now? Oftentimes we have a lot of expectations that our person is supposed to be this person for us. But at the end of the day, they might not be ready to give you what you need. And that's okay. Doesn't make anybody right or wrong. It just is the current situation. Sometimes that person will kind of grow with you and things can be worked out. Sometimes you just need a little bit of time and space apart to each figure out your own stuff. Sometimes you come back together, sometimes you drift apart. But whatever the case is, it's okay. As long as you stay true to who you are and honor what you want and need and make sure that you give that to yourself. When you have that level of peace and clarity about what it is that you want and need, it is much easier to make a decision about what your next right step is for you. And eventually the other person too. So if you need some extra support with this, I have a beautiful program that walks you through this process to finding that clarity that you need so that you can make a heart and head balanced decision. So all the information is on my website. And if you have enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.